All right, here we have a 2007 Toyota Corolla. What we're going to be doing today is a starter. Seems to be something wrong with the solenoid wire to it. Has broken the tab or something like that. So we're going to go ahead and replace it. So the first thing we're going to do is disconnect the battery because we'll be playing with the positive terminal on the starter. And then we're going to remove our cooling fan so we have access to get in there. So we'll start doing that now by removing the battery terminal. All right, we'll just set it off to the side. For our fan shroud, we have two 10mm bolts at the top. So we'll go ahead and remove those. All right, we just want to pull off our overflow hose. Just give it a little twist to break it free. All right, now we just have our electrical connectors. We'll go ahead and disconnect our fan somehow. Our fan has some little hold down clips. And one on the side. All right, we just want to pull our fan straight up. All right, so now I'm going to remove the upper bolt to the starter. It's located right back here. This is a 14mm. All right, our upper bolt. Now we'll go ahead and do our lower bolt to the starter. All right, so now our starter's loose. We'll go ahead and pick it up. All right, so underneath this cover here, this is where we have our battery terminal. There's our battery cable. Okay, so there's pretty much our problem with our starter. This other wire was supposed to be attached to this pin right here. It looks like, okay, so all the connector just had broken off there. All right, so here we have our new starter that we got from Auto Parts Direct to Use. So we just want to make sure that they're the same. Everything is clocked the same direction. You can see we have the connector on this one where it was broken off. All right, so now we'll go ahead and put our starter in, move our wires off to the side. All right, so now we want to make our electrical connection here. This is our positive battery terminal. So go ahead and remove our nut and washer, our terminal on. All right, so the new starter had a 13mm bolt on it, or a nut. We'll go ahead and tighten that up. All right, we're going to put our cover back over our stud there because that is the positive terminal. All right, so now we have our solenoid wire. We'll go ahead and plug it in. Okay, it doesn't want to clip. Okay, so it's missing the hold down clip. It's going to make it kind of sad for the next person to do the starter, but I'm going to put a zip tie on that connector so it does never fall off for the person. Just let the customer know that. All right, so I just have a little zip tie just holding the connector on there. All right, so now we want to go ahead and put our fan back in. Okay, so we're going ahead and put our fan back in. We have a little alignment tabs, one on the radiator and one on the fan. We'll go ahead and they're on both sides of the fan. We'll slip that in and then put our bolts on. Our reservoir, go ahead and put our coolant reservoir tube back on. We have our electrical for our hold downs. Our cooling fan connection. All right, now we'll go ahead and connect our battery back up. Oh, and we have an alarm. We'll go ahead and put the key in the ignition. All right, let's try that again. All right, so all I did was just put the key in the ignition. All right, so we'll go ahead and give the starter a try, see if we kind of know it wasn't working because it wasn't connected. All right, and we're all set.